I have about 4 months to make the best impression possible for them to re-sign me.
Femi Awadesi. Doesn't hurt to have a player like Femi Awadesi.
How's man talk about pressure? I don't feel pressure.
What's up, y'all? It's been a minute, but today I got a career update for you. It's been a little while. I've played like 3 matches since the last time I dropped a video, either on here or TikTok. And, it's been super busy. I've just been super focused, working on, obviously putting out the best performances possible, watching film and whatnot. But also there's a lot of stuff off the field that goes on as a professional footballer, taking care of your body and stuff. So, that's kind of the reason that I haven't been able to get a lot of content out. But I'm here to update you guys, and it's an important update for sure. There's going to be a lot of things about, how to make it out of the lower divisions of football in the U.S., and we're just going to go through a lot of that. So stay tuned. We're going to look at some highlights too as well from the last matches. Before we get into everything, all the details on my career update, we're going to take a look at our last couple matches. The last match review you guys saw from me was against St. Louis 2 in a 1-0 loss. You guys, saw that 1-0 loss, but from an individual standpoint, it wasn't a horrible performance. Lots to improve, obviously. But then the next game was against Colorado, and this was a tough game for sure. Not a good team performance at all. Not a good personal performance, as you can see right here. Again, guys, FotMob isn't the end all be all. It's not 1,000%. It doesn't really paint a full picture of how you played, but I don't know. It's honestly just cool to look at, and it gives you some decent stats. We got aerial duels 2 out of 3, ground duels 5 out of 6, and yeah, I'll put up some highlights from that match, as I speak. But it was tough. There's a big team talk after this match, because this is the point in the season where we have to start winning games. We have to make a playoff push, and we just haven't been doing that. So it was, there's already a wake-up call. We already knew we had to win this match, and then once we didn't, it was even more of a kick in the butt. Like, we got to start going. We got to start getting results. And, yeah, that's another big part of why it's been hard to get content out, just because, there's a time and a place for everything. And at the end of the day, I'm a footballer before I'm a content creator. That's what, has brought in everything. So, just being real with you guys. But, so boom, L right here. Then Minnesota 2 was, a really good performance. A really good team performance. We did, obviously, in every game we're going to make some mistakes. I'll put some of the highlights from my personal clips up right now. But, 8.0 rating. Definitely a good rating. I think the big thing that stood out in my performance this match was the ground duels won. 10 out of 12. So that's a lot of duels. That's a lot of duels won. And, you can tell by the highlights that I definitely, I had a good defensive performance this match. 18 defensive actions, 5 recoveries, 1 dribble, headed clearances, interceptions, all that. We were getting it done defensively. On the ball, I thought it was decent. The pitch was turf, and it wasn't the greatest. It is an excuse. I'm trying to say it's not an excuse, but I just made an excuse. But on the ball, it wasn't a bad performance, but I can definitely do a lot better. 70% pass accuracy is definitely not good enough. We're going to our last match in LA. This is basically LA Galaxy 2, but they're called Ventura County. Lineup, me right here. Really good performance, I think, from the team. We conceded on a set piece in the first half, but it was pretty back and forth. I would say the first half was even, and then second half we really got into it. We really started doing well, and yeah, as you can see, my rating right here, pass accuracy 97. This was definitely my not my best passing game, because you can't really say that It's just their pass percentage that makes you have a good game on the ball. Maybe this game I was taking less risks. I did have some entry balls, so I wasn't playing like super safe. But it was a good day on the ball, and it was a good day defensively as well. I didn't have as many defensive actions, only 10, but that's because we were in the right positions and we were doing what we needed to do. So I thought my timing this game defensively was also pretty good. Shout out to everyone who pulled up with me after the match. That was cool to see for sure. Okay, time for the career update. All the details, all the behind the scenes, what I'm thinking, everything, all that. We're going to talk about it. And we're pulling up right here. We have the U.S. Soccer Professional Pyramid just to really get a picture of what I'm saying. A picture of where I'm at in my career and what my goals are and everything. Now, take this with a grain of salt because the U.S. soccer system is, a lot different to other countries. It's pretty weird. If a quick summary of my journey so far is I started here, U.S. amateur. It's not pictured right here, but it should say NCAA, which is basically if you decide to get an education, if you decide to go to school and you want to keep playing, that's where I was. And then I made the jump right here to the third division in U.S. soccer, technically MLS Next Pro. Now we are in the middle of the MLS Next Pro season, and things aren't horrible, but we are not getting results as a team. And a big lesson that I've learned in my amateur and professional career is you really need your team to be performing well if you want individual success. At the end of the day, it's a team sport. And clubs aren't going to sign players to a first team who aren't helping their team get wins. They're basically, clubs aren't going to sign losers. So it's definitely important, and it's definitely a reason why I've been, really, really focused on trying to put the best performances possible. I always am, but, there's just like an extra fire to try and really get these results right now because it's crunch time. Essentially, and this is getting into where I'm at in my career so far, I have about 4 months to make the best impression possible for them to re-sign me. So what my contract looks like is, as you know, MLS Next Pro, I'm playing for Houston Dynamo 2, and I'm on a second team contract. I'm on a 1-year contract. So I have 1 year guaranteed, that's this year right now, and then the second year is a club option. Now, if they pick up my option, if I can play good, if I can impress the staff and the GMs and all that, then I would earn a first team contract. So if they pick up the option, it turns into a first team contract, which has been my goal since I first started here. It's obvious that I'm trying to get to the first team. You also may be wondering why MLS Next Pro is third division and USL Championship is second division, and then you got MLS here, and how that I would jump all the way here to there. And like I said, look, the system is a lot different, but that's just how it works. That's why for a lot of players it can be a good thing to start playing third division first, playing the MLS Next Pro, and then have the opportunity to jump to the first division in MLS. Instead of some players will decide to, out of college, go straight to USL. And look, like I said, you can make the MLS from, technically, you can make the MLS from any part in this pyramid. But, there's just so many different pathways that I try to avoid telling people what the best path is. The best path is your path, Even if you're not in the U.S. and you're not in the system, there's just so many different ways to make it to where you want to go. But, yeah, essentially, I've got 4 to 5 months to really lock in, have my best performances, and, basically earn my spot at the top level. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. Just your view, it means a ton. But, hey, if you're feeling kind, drop a like, subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And make sure you keep grinding in whatever you're doing, your career, work, whatever. And yes, we up.